You may think you know why the Earth's two poles are called the Arctic and the Antarctic. Maybe you think it has something to do with geography or climate or even ancient explorers. But today I'm going to tell you a surprising story. A story about how these poles got their names because of polar bears. Now let's start with the Arctic, the northernmost point of our planet. It's known for its icy landscapes, towering glaciers, and yes, its iconic polar bear. But did you know that the name Arctic comes from a Greek word that means near the bear? In ancient times, Greek astronomers studied the stars, and they noticed a particular constellation, the Ursa Major, or as we know it today, the Big Dipper. This constellation is shaped like a bear. And where did they see this constellation? Right near the North Pole. Greeks, fascinated by the celestial bear, decided to name the region near it Arctos, which in Greek for the bear, and over time this name evolved into Arctic, the northern polar region we know today. So when we say Arctic, we're actually referring to the bear place because of the stars. But that's not the end of the story. Let's turn our attention to the opposite end of the Earth, the South Pole. This is where things get a little more complicated. While the North Pole is closely associated with polar bears, you won't find any bears here in the South. Instead, you'll find penguins and seals. So why is it called the Antarctic? Well, the answer lies in the Greek language again. The prefix anti means opposite or against. So Antarctic simply means opposite of Arctic, the place that is against the bear's domain. So while the Arctic region took its name from the bear and the stars, the Antarctic was named as the opposite of the northern realm. But the naming of the poles wasn't just a geographic quirk. It also reflected ancient humans' understanding of the world around them, their observations of the stars, and their curiosity about distant lands. And there you have it, the Arctic and the Antarctic poles, named not after icy terrain or fierce winds, but because of the mighty bear and its celestial connection. A small twist of fate where a creature from the far north gave its name to an entire region and its opposite. Next time you think of polar bears, remember, they didn't just simply inspire the name of the species, they helped name half the world's poles.